Hello and welcome, everyone. I am so thrilled to have you here for this explainer. Today, we have a very specific, very exciting goal. We are going to build your very own AI workspace right from the ground up. If you've ever wanted to dip your toes into the world of artificial intelligence, machine learning, or Python, but you've been entirely terrified by the idea of complex coding setups and confusing installations, well, you are in exactly the right place. This is a step-by-step setup tailored specifically for non-technical beginners. We are going to gather the tools you need without any of those traditional coding headaches. So let's dive right into it. Here's our quick roadmap for today. 1. The AI setup headache. 2. Enter Google Colab. 3. Collecting your API keys. 4. Securing your digital vault. And finally, 5. Your first AI steps. I promise you there are going to be zero surprise technical hurdles today. You know, before modern cloud tools came along, setting up a Python environment was literally like assembling IKEA furniture, but with absolutely no user manual. It was incredibly frustrating. You had to jump through all these hoops, download mysterious files, and just pray your computer didn't crash. If you have ever felt that fear, I completely validate it. It genuinely used to be really hard. Moving to section 2. Enter Google Colab, where the AI setup headache is officially solved. The old way of coding? Ugh. It meant installing Python on your local hard drive, setting up a code editor, and manually downloading complex mathematical libraries. It was just a massive barrier to entry. But the new way? It's so much easier. You literally just need a Google account and the web browser you are using right now. That is it. No downloads and no drama. The secret sauce to this new way is Google Colab, short for Google Collaboratory. It's a completely free online tool built by Google that lets you write and run Python code right inside your web browser. Think of it exactly like Google Docs, but instead of typing up a history essay, you're writing code. And because it all runs in the cloud, you don't need a fancy laptop or an expensive rig. Google provides the hardware, like CPUs and even super powerful GPUs, entirely for free. Which brings us to section 3, collecting your API keys. These are essentially the magic keys to AI. Okay, so before we go collecting them, we need to know what they actually are. An API key technically stands for Application Programming Interface Key. But honestly, in simple terms, just think of it as a super secure password or a digital ID badge. When your code reaches out to an AI provider like OpenAI or Google, this long string of letters and numbers proves that you are who you say you are, and it grants your code permission to use their AI models. In the source material we're looking at, we set up 4 distinct providers so we can compare them side by side later on. First up is OpenAI, giving us access to models that are really the industry standard for deep reasoning. Next is Anthropic. They're known for being highly safety-focused while still packing strong reasoning skills. Then we have Google Gemini, which is incredibly cost-effective and built for high-volume work. And finally, we have Groq with a Q, so not to be confused with Twitter's Groq. They run open-source models on custom hardware, making them blisteringly fast. Getting these keys is a practically identical process across all 4 platforms. First, you just sign into their developer platform. Second, you look for the API keys section in their menu. Third, you click Create API Key and give it a cool name. But hey, pay really close attention to step 4. You must copy that key immediately. Providers like Anthropic and OpenAI will only ever show you this secret key once for security reasons. If you close the window without copying it, boom, it's gone forever. You'll have to delete it and make a new one. Treat it like someone whispering a safe combination to you. All right, section 4, securing your digital vault using Colab Secrets. I really want to pause right here and ask you a critical question. Why shouldn't you just paste your brand new API key directly into your Python code? I mean, it seems like the easiest way to do it, right? Well, doing this is called hard coding your keys, and for a beginner, it is arguably the absolute biggest, most dangerous mistake you can make. Here is exactly why you never, ever hard code keys. First up, accidental exposure. Colab makes it incredibly easy to share your notebook with a friend, but if your key is typed right into the text, you just handed them your password. Second, and this is much scarier, if you upload that code to a public space like GitHub, there are malicious bots scanning the internet 24/7 just hunting for exposed API keys. If a bot grabs yours, attackers will hijack your account to run their own AI requests. And finally, because these are paid services, that hijacking leads directly to massive unauthorized billing charges on your credit card. Seriously, treat your API key exactly like your bank PIN. To prevent this entire nightmare, Google Colab provides a brilliant built-in feature called the Secrets Manager. Think of this as your personal digital vault or a highly organized keychain. It stores your sensitive info at your Google account level, completely separate from the notebook file itself. That means you can confidently share your code logic with anyone, and they will never be able to see or steal your actual private keys. Adding your keys to the vaults is super simple. Just look at the left sidebar of your Colab notebook and find the icon that looks like a little key. Click that to open the Secrets panel. Then click Add New Secret. For the name, we usually use all capital letters with underscores, like OPENAI underscore API underscore KEY. In the Values section, you paste that long string of characters you copied earlier. Finally, and this is absolutely vital, you must toggle the Notebook Access switch to On. This essentially tells your vault, yes, I give this specific notebook permission to temporarily unlock and use this key. And finally, Section 5, your first AI steps, going from zero to hero. Just to prove that everything works without installing a single thing on your computer, we can run a tiny Python calculation, something foundational to machine learning, like linear regression. We create some simple variables. We set m to 2, b to 3, and x to 5. We throw in the classic formula, y equals m times x plus b. And don't worry, you don't actually have to do the math. When you click the little play button next to the code cell, Colab sends that text to a virtual machine in Google's cloud, calculates the math instantly, and returns the output directly below your code. The predicted value of y is 13. See? The cloud handled all the heavy lifting for you. By just following these simple steps, you have successfully empowered yourself with a professional-grade workspace. From here, you can do practically anything. You can use this environment to learn the basics of Python from scratch. You can run more machine learning calculations. Since you have your secured API keys, you can build powerful generative AI applications using the absolute best models in the world. Or you can upload spreadsheets and practice some complex data analysis. The ceiling is entirely up to you. Think about it. You've completely skipped those massive installation headaches. You've navigated the different AI providers, and you've successfully locked your credentials in a digital vault like a true professional. So now that your brand new, beginner-friendly workspace is primed and completely ready to go, what amazing AI application are you going to build first? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer today, and happy coding.